Okay, welcome to interview for the Mirror.
It's okay,
Yeah, I asked her.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
But Occupy Dartmouth. What's your name again?
I'm Madeline Zeiss. I'm a 14.
Yay. We've got Nina and Nathan and Deanna, and yours, Stooley.
But wait, so can I get all of your names and years? So
Here at Occupy Dartmouth.
are you gonna participate in the interview or?
Yeah, I'm gonna participate less actively, but
Okay.
I will
What's your
participate.
name?
I'm Deanna Portero, so that's D-E-A-N-N-A.
Wait, Deanna?
Deanna.
Okay, how do you spell that?
D-E-A-N-N-A.
What's your last name?
Portero, P-O-R-T-E-R-O, so Porter with an O at the end.
And what year are you?
I'm 12.
Okay. And you're Nathan.
Yeah.
And what is her name?
Nina Rojas.
We call him Pertussis.
R-O-H-A-S.
R-O-J-A-S.
And you are also 12? Or?
Oh, no, I'm a 13.
Okay, cool. So I actually really don't know that much about the movement at all, so the questions I have are just going to kind of cover all bases. So, what is your principal motivation for being here? Why are you doing this in the first place?
I'm here because I don't believe that the American people have the right to self-determine anymore, their government, and I don't believe that justice is applied equally among classes, and I don't think that there are so-called what are they called, practical or there are not ways to. There's no longer ways to
internal reform mechanisms.
Yeah. There's no way to change that through the system anymore.
So this is your way to change the system, you would say?
I hope to see change.
Okay.
Yes, I hope to be part of a movement to change.
So what do you guys believe about the current economic situation, and what do you think has been the role of Wall Street? Why do you think?
First of all, this is intentionally a democratic, anti-hierarchical movement.
Okay.
So there's actually no one who's qualified to speak on behalf of the movement. So we're all speaking about our own motivations and our own interpretations. And then at some point in the near future, Occupy Dartmouth is going to issue a manifesto or some sort of statement of belief, and that'll be ratified by our General Assembly.
Use the word statement of beliefs.
Okay. But just for the purposes of this article.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you guys have your own opinions about the role of big business in the economic downturn?
In the recent economic
Yeah.
downturn? Yeah, I mean, in a sense, this movement is a response to the economic ills of the moment, but we see those as rooted in the structure of our financial system, not as something that's only temporary. So when we talk about corporate power influencing politics, about the role of deregulation in empowering businesses, the increase in union busting, really the disempowerment of the people, we see that as actually the fundamental issue, I would say. And that the economic crisis is a consequence of the power of finance really gone out of control.
Okay. Okay. So what do you believe the Occupy Dartmouth can realistically accomplish as a whole? What would you want to see at the end of the movement?
Occupy Dartmouth?
I don't want to see the movement end.
Okay.
For me personally,
Hey.
So I just came by because actually
I'm sorry, what's your name?
someone
I
had
never
told me
got it.
they'd
I'm
actually
Stuart
seen it
Toll.
here.
Okay.
Towle.
Yeah, I saw your name in an article for news.
One of
Okay,
the people
cool.
in the office that they walk by. So, but you're not going to have them, right?
oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have
It's just on my face.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check because they said I think they said they saw it I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but the last day or so. So
Yeah, I'm still a little bit confused about how they saw it.
Hello.
I'm Jim.
Jim, nice to meet you. I'm Stu.
Hey Stu, nice to meet you, man.
We're in the middle of an interview with the Dartmouth, which is why we're recording
Sorry
this.
to interrupt. Okay.
No worries.
All right, didn't mean to interrupt. Okay, thanks a lot.
So you guys don't have any plans to end anytime
For
soon?
me, okay, that's one of my main issues is that, you know, people keep asking this question. And
What do you want to accomplish?
no, it's just like the question of, like for me, having this space here, like having a space where you can have a dialogue about politics, about the economy, about, you know, why things are going the way they are. To me, that is an end in of itself. You know, to me, being able to have and maintain this space and engage in these dialogues, like that's a goal that we've already accomplished and that we are going to, you know, keep wanting to accomplish.
I mean, I very strongly agree. This is not just an instrumental movement. Our aim isn't to come out, change some law or policy, and then go home. Our aim is to have a political society in which this is the main activity. People come out to think together and argue together and realize a reflective community.
Okay.
Well, I have a, I don't,
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all speaking for ourselves here.
yeah. And
I'm putting you guys individually.
Yeah.
I feel that we, like, while that is true and I respect those points, I think it's very important that we are actually engaging with our own community. So we each hold like a set of beliefs, and it's very important to us, I think, to engage in dialogue about them and to discuss it with others. But at the same time, I think it's very in support with the movement nationally. I think that it's important to allow people, especially in a community like Dartmouth, to know that like there is support for Occupy here. And if they think that's ridiculous, while I might find that ridiculous because, you know, I'm aware that such a large amount of the country supports Occupy, like I think that it's a very important place for, honestly, for a community that's basically predicated on its existence as a singular class, like either past, present, or future, like part of that class, and like taking a moment and stepping outside of this this sphere with no homelessness, with very, very little visible poverty, and just like in general, like a complete inundation with right-wing, like moderate fetishism.
Yeah.
I actually, can I jump in real quickly? I really appreciate Deanna making that point because...
Did you say fetishism?
I said, yeah, right-wing moderate fetishism.
Okay.
What I want to say about that is that when we talk about having an engaged political community, that actually becomes a very pointed message when we add to it the fact that there are millions in America who are voiceless. So it's not just about saying Dartmouth students should be talking to each other. It's saying we have to realize that the structure of our state and the structure of our economy is such that there are literally millions of people who have no voice.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll say for me, I really like a lot of what Cornel West is saying, in that this is a revolutionary move to restore compassion to America. You know, we've kind of adopted this philosophy here in America that it is good and right to maximize profits, to seek capital gain at the expense of all else.
That your worth is determined on how much money you make.
Yeah, and I don't believe that's true, and I actually do love all humanity, and I feel that, you know, a lot of Dartmouth students either implicitly or explicitly believe that people who are poor deserve to be poor, that if they're starving, they deserve to be starving, and if they die, they deserve to die, because they weren't good enough to make these capital gains that really are given in many ways to the privileged, and then they take the extra couple steps to seize this opportunity to dominate the rest of America and really the rest of the world at the rate of globalization we're seeing.
Okay.
Or just to add on to that, the like equally like really, really unfortunate belief that such inequality and poverty is a necessary evil. So some people think that poverty is earned or deserved, which is amazing. You know what I mean? Like that's an amazing experience, you know, for a 21, 22-year-old person who is chances are born into a very comfortable situation. But like, I think more troubling is the lack of serious critical engagement with the claim that we are fed over and over again that this is the way it has to be, otherwise a worse evil will come our way. We need to really question that. You know what I mean? Like this, that I think that's a
Yeah.